I'm just wondering if there's any retreats or anything out there that would be interested in retreat ready or prepper ready or whatever you want to call it ready horse kits. In other words, here's an example. It can be configured any way you want it. If I was to get, let's say for a family, just an average family, doesn't matter how many members, 2 horses. You'd get a saddle horse and a draft horse with the saddle, with all the tack. You'd have a buckboard wagon, a small one because you only have 1 horse to pull it. Even though it is a draft horse, it'd be fairly good size, probably a 1-ton wagon. Draft horse with all the harnesses and everything. Horse trained, the saddle horse trained, and the saddle horse would be cross-trained to pull a cart. And, of course, the draft horse would be cross-trained to be ridden with a saddle. So you'd have 2 fully trained horses, a wagon, and saddle tack for the saddled horse. So you'd have 2 fully trained horses and 2 sets of gear for those animals. Now, what would that be worth? I'm just curious. I mean, of course, it's going to have to make money because you're going to be paying just as much for the training and the time and keeping of the horses to train them up to get them up to the level you want. So I'm going to throw out a guesstimate of you having somebody else do the training around $20,000 for this outfit. Because, it's going to, yeah. So for $20,000, you'd get a wagon, horse, saddles, bridles, tack, everything, already trained, ready to go to your retreat. Now, that's just a guesstimate. So, don't say these numbers are hard and stone. I'm just wondering if that'd be worth anything to anybody out there. Because I know there's some of you that live in cities that couldn't afford squat. So you got to learn to do it for yourself. So if you want to learn to do it for yourself, go to a horse auction, get a young horse that's maybe a year old. That way it hasn't learned too many problems, and teach it yourself. You can get one of those that's unbroke and untrained like I did for a couple of $100. Go to the auction, get one that's unbroken, a couple of $100, break it, train it yourself. Or, like I just said, I'm offering a complete package if there's a market for it. If there's nobody wanting the thing, I'm not going through the trouble to train anything other than for myself. Thank you.